Hello students, welcome back to ADP classes. Moving on to the next topic, second module topics there. Uh, the first one is a list. So one more topic you will need to understand before you can begin writing programs in earnest is the list data type and discussing the tuple. So let us see what is list and what is tuple is here. Um, so they contain multiple values, which makes writing programs that handle large amount of data easier. Okay. Uh, the list data type. What is that list data type is? So a list is a value that contains multiple value in an order sequence. You know about array, isn't it? So what's an array? Array is a collection of similar item, isn't it? So it's one of the type of the list only. So here in Python, list is a value which contains multiple values in an ordered sequence. So the term list value refers to the list itself. Okay. Not the value inside the list value. Let's see the example and all. A list value looks like this. See, it looks like a collection. Very simple. It's a collection. Okay. It's a collection with four values: cat, bat, rat, and elephant are the four string values which are marked inside the list. Just as a string value are typed with a quote character to mark where the string begins and ends. A list begins with an opening square bracket and ends with a closing square bracket. Okay, opening square bracket, and this you should remember. Uh, Array elements are begins with the flower brackets, isn't it? Flower, opening flower bracket and closing flower bracket. If you go for array initialization, what you have studied earlier in C, C++, and Java. Here this is Python programming language. Here the list begins with the square bracket, ends with square bracket. That's it. Okay. The value inside the list are also called as the list items or items, and they separated with the commas. As you can observe, cat, which since it's a string, so open quote and closing quote, single quote is there, and there is a comma. Okay. So we can write this for interactive shell as well. So 1, 2, 3, this is what you use as a values now for list items. Same thing will be printed. So that will be stored as a list now. Cat, bat, rat, and elephant also there, right? So next, you are storing that yeah, multiple values, sorry, multiple data types. Values belongs to multiple data types in a single list. That is also allowed. Say hello belongs to string 3.1415 real value, true, none, 42, and all. Okay, they will be stored as it is. Then you are storing this cat, bat, rat, and elephant. These items, this list into a. This list is known as a spam. This collection. Once you access to spam, so the entire content of spam will be displayed or accessed. Right. So getting individual values in a list with index. How you can access the individual elements of the array? In the same way we can access individual elements of the list as well. Okay. So spam of 0 would evaluate to cat. Spam of 1, very simple thing. Index value by default array indexing and all start with a location 0. So 0th element is cat, first element is bat. Spam of 1 will give you also bat. Yeah, spam of 2 will give you rat, and spam of 3 will give you elephant. Right? Indexing, very simple thing. Spam of 0. See in this figure you can come to know easily. Similar to array, very simple concept. Yeah, in this way we can access to the interactive shell. So spam of 0 if you access, so its content will be printed, cat, bat, and so on. You can go for concatenation of string, see string concatenation earlier, what we have studied in this subject is using the plus operator. Yes, plus is used for concatenation, isn't it? So hello plus the spam of 0. See, hello is the string, spam of 0. Spam of 0 means content of array or list. Spam, name of list what we have created is spam. So spam of 0 is what? See here, spam of 0 is cat. So hello cat will be printed. See, in this way, hello bat, the bat ate the cat is the uh, statement printed next. Spam of 1 and spam of 0 are accessed. That's it, right? Simple examples there. Another important topic is the multidimensional list. You know about two-dimensional array, right? Using two indices. Recall that matrix program and all. Using two indices, you are accessing it to the values. In the same way, the list also, but syntax is slightly different. See here, spam, which is equal to cat and bat are collected together and made as a single item, and 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50, all they are collected and they are grouped together and made as another item, right? So zeroth position we have actually cat and bat, and first position of spam we have 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. Further, if you want to access the independent items which are located at zeroth location of spam, that is, if you want to um, either if you want to access cat or bat individually, you have to go for the further indexing. Further indexing of what? So zeroth value followed by, so zero through which column you are referring, in the same way in array. Just think like that. So zeroth row, zeroth column, zero through first column. Similarly, the right hand side one you consider as first row. Okay, first row, zeroth column will be accessing to 10. First row, first column will be accessing to 20. Then first row, first column or second column will be 30, then 40, and last 50. This is the explanation you can see here below. So spam of 0 if you access, then definitely zeroth position, zeroth row content, both the items will be printed, cat and bat. Further, if you want to print any individual item, so zeroth row first column is printed, right? 0, 1 is printed, so that is bat. And similarly, spam of 1, 4 is printed. So first row side you have to check, the right hand side you have to check. Indexing starts from 0, so 1 of 0 will give you 10, 1 of 1 will give you 20, similarly 30, 40, and last is 50. Okay, that's it. Next we have to see about the negative indices. Even negative indices are allowed. So while index starts at 0 and go up, you can also use negative integers for the indexing purpose. This you should remember, but the integer value -1 refers to the last index in the list. The last element always refers to -1. Last but one will be -2. The previous to that will be -3, and so on. Okay, right to left it will proceed. So rightmost element in the list, the last element, that will be having the index -1. That's it. Prior to it will be having -2. Okay, don't be under the notion that prior to it will be having 0. No, it is not like that, because you are using completely negative indexing. So prior to the last element will be last but one element will be -2. Previous to that element will be -3, and so on. Okay, here is the example given. Spam, which is equal to cat, bat, rat, and elephant, are the 4 elements. So elephant will be having the index value -1. Okay, spam of -1 if you access, elephant will be printed. So -2 will be rat, -3 will be bat, okay, and -4 will be cat. So getting a list from another list is the next topic. Yeah, getting a list from another list with the slices. Just as an index, can get a single value from the list. A slice can get several value. You know this meaning of slice. It's a part of the list. Okay. Uh, so this slice, which can be accessed in the form of a new list. A slice is typed between a square bracket, uh, again, okay, like an index, but it has two integers separated by a colon. So you can notice the difference between index and slices. So span of 2 is a list with an index, one integer. Okay. Whereas spam of, now you see, spam of 2 means what? You are accessing to one particular value from the list named spam. And what is the value? Value located at location 2, index value 2, right? But spam of 1 colon 4, 1 colon 4 is a list with a slice. Okay. Because you can consider this as a slice because of because of the presence of two integers. They are separated with a colon. Now see, spam with the same example with four values: cat, bat, rat and elephant are four different strings stored under spam. So now the slice of in this list is accessed. Spam of 0 colon 4 is written. Spam of 0 colon 4. So all the four, right from 0th index to 4th index, all the elements will be printed because you start with a 0. What is the 0th element? Cat is the 0th element. What is the 4th element? First, second, third. So 4th element, even though it is not there, but all the four elements will be printed. Spam of 1 and 3. Now you see, what is printed? Bat and rat is printed, right? So bat, which is there at index 1, next is there at index 2, the third element, right? So bat and rat is printed. Spam of 0 and -1 is written. -1, recall -1. -1 is the index value of what? Right? Last element. So cat, bat and rat is printed here. Further, there are some examples. We'll be discussing this about slices again, okay, in detail. Just keep these examples in mind. We can have access to the length, okay, with the help of the len function. The len function will return the number of values in terms of integer. um, it's like a count value. So very simple thing. Spam is an array with three values here, as you are aware of. Cat, dog and moose are three values. So length of spam, len of spam, which is equal to, what is the value? Value will be printed, that is 3, right? So next is about changing value in a list with index. So changing value in a list. Normally a variable name goes on a left side of a assignment statement like spam is 42. However, you can also use an index of list to change the value at the index. For example, spam of 1, say a different thing is assigned, okay, instead of bat. Previous value was bat. Now spam of 1, new value is assigned. See the example, you will come to know. So the new value, if you type your name, the name what you have typed will be placed in the first position. So value of what is stored previously in first position will be replaced with by a new value. That's it. Spam of 2 is spam of 1. Then what will happen? uh, Spam of 2 will be assigned with the value what you have stored at spam of 1. That's it. Spam of -1, something is printed, that means -1 is the last element always. So last element will be replaced by the new value what you have entered. So concatenation and replication can be done with the help of the operator. Which operator? Recall. So it can be used with the help of plus and asterisk operators. Right? A list can be called concatenated and replicated just like string. So plus operator combines two lists to create a new list value. So list concatenation, how you have done the string concatenation with the help of the plus operator in the same way. And asterisk operator can be used with the list and an integer value to replicate the list multiplication, right? Which will produce the replica. So here is the example. Two lists are written. 1 2 3 is the value, integer value, and abc string value. They are concatenated, and the new list formed which is there below, check 1 2 3 followed by abc list concatenation. Similarly for replication, xyz is multiplied with by 3. That means thrice the values will be replicated, right? xyz xyz and xyz is the new list formed. Now see here, spam equal to 1 2 3 is there, and it is updated spam plus abc, that is 1 2 3 plus abc. So new value will be, right? Very simple thing. Next is removing value from the list. So delete operation you can do, del statement. The del statement will delete values at an index in a list. So all the values in the list after deleted, value will be moved up one index, right? This is obvious. For example, enter the following on the interactive shell. So spam equal to the same example, cat, bat, rat, and elephant is there. Which one you want to delete? You delete del, use del spam of 2. What is spam of 2? Spam of 0 is cat, 1 is bat, 2 is rat, right? Spam of 2 is deleted. Now what are the things remaining? Cat, bat, and elephant will be remaining, right? Cat, bat, and elephant will be remaining. So elephant was there earlier at location 3. Now it is there at location 2. New index value for elephant will be location 2. Again, if you go for delete of spam of 2, and if you access spam, what will happen? Cat and bat will be remaining. That's it, right? Let us see how to use the loop statements and all for the list in the next session. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video.